Okay, we're back on live again. Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. We are looking at the Germany Big G top 40 on the chart today. Currently in the 15-minute time frame. We had some massive moves to the upside yesterday. We managed to catch our little piece over here, which is a 0.5% trade. Zooming down to the 1 hour. This candle here, it's a bit of indecision, so I decided to so we're currently in this range at the moment. This support on this trend line here has been held for a very long time. 3 touch points so far, and usually before moving up it will ding off it, or at least so we've got the 20, the 20, the 50 and the 200 moving average here. And I'm just looking for a nice pullback to see if we can get an entry for buys. If we have a breakdown below these levels, we will be looking at sells. So far for the year, as you can see, boom, to the moon, every day, new all-time highs. It is an absolute rager. Morning, Winston Cup. Looks like we got one viewer. Welcome. It's my second stream ever. We've been having issues with the audio. I say we, me, and hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. If you want to drop a quick message, if you can, just to let me know that you can hear me, that would be fantastic. If not, all good, all good. So again, we are on the GER40. I call it the big G. The big G for big moves. I've got a bias of bullish just because of how things have been going. Until that changes, I'm not going to change my bias particularly. However, if we do cross some certain levels, mainly this 200 moving average here, and we have breaks and we stay below it, or it could be a big old retest, potentially back down, even to these levels before moving forward again. There's big news in the US today. I think they've got some numbers coming out. Let's just check on that quickly. Check on that. Let's have a look. Okay. Tuesday. Yeah, look, 1:30 US time. Huge numbers. And you're going to have a lot of full port traders getting their accounts blown today. The FTMO and prop firm companies will be happy with that. Also, news out of the UK this morning, where unfortunately I currently reside and am, but we're we're trying to change that with trading. I'm basically doing all this so that I can transition out of what I'm currently doing into a full-time trading position where I can do from anywhere in the world. Primarily Thailand, the land of smiles. So, but until then, we are on the charts Monday to Friday. Try to get on between 6:30 and 7 a.m. UK time. Main Germany market open is 8 p.m. UK time. Sorry, 8 a.m. UK time. So it'd be good to see what happens the hour before. Let's get an idea of potentially where things are moving. We don't really want to jump into anything until we get some confirmations. So until then, get some breakfast, grab yourself a coffee, and follow the charts. If you want to follow my socials, they are on, so everything's coconuts and candles apart from X, where it's just coconuts candles. But if you search coconuts and candles, pretty much any platform, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you'll find me on there. Everything's new. This is only my second stream ever, so bear with me. Confidence is low, anticipation is high. Yeah, you'll be getting some absolute stingers, I'm sure. Hopefully we don't get banned for my crude humour. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Yeah, yesterday was... I wasn't too confident in breaking out of this area. But the volume did come in eventually. The volume came in. A little bit later than expected, and I missed the big move, but we put our stops to break even, and we eventually took a 0.5% trade, so it is a winning day. FOMO is not the way to go. I try and do things off the hourly. Confirmations on the hourly are the strongest confirmations in my book. So yeah, 12.5. So if we do take a trade today, we'll be starting with 12.5 lots. Oh look, we've got ourselves a comment here. Cool, cool, cool. Unfortunately, I don't think the chat box is working too well, which is unfortunate. But these are all, you know, it's, everything's new, so learning curves and all. We'll work it out eventually. Doing everything on a hairstring budget. Yes. Right, let's see if we can get this chatbot working. Trying to make the chatbot bigger so you can press some errors. Well, it doesn't seem to be working as well as expected, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So, again, the bias today is longs on the big GER40, the GER40. Big G, give me some cash. You know, potentially a couple of levels it can come down to. You know, we could bounce off this level here, or continue down for a bounce on this level. We had this kind of set up previously. Some big wicks, big liquidity sweeps. They are possible. They are possible. So we'll try and keep it tight today. Currently 0.5% up on our new £70,000 FTMO evaluation. So the target, it'd be nice to you know, get that passed in, let's say 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a push. Steady Eddie. Steady Eddie. I think it's a good idea to trade the evals, how you would trade after the evals. I admit it myself, I have blown accounts immediately after passing before. And, you know, after a payout as well. And it stings all the time. It absolutely stings. So, keep our tight stop, trailing stop losses, lock in profits where we can. Might experiment with a couple of runners. So yesterday, even if we had a small 5 lot runner going, look how far it would have been. And we're on a swing FTMO account. So it's potential up to a 1 to 30 leverage, unlike the 1 to 100 leverage account that they do. I do have an affiliate link, but I haven't added it in anything quite yet. Yeah. So basically, I want to see it to go down and then have a retracement. And then we're going to rely on momentum of the market opens to push us through, again, new all-time highs. Every day seems to be a new all-time high, which is interesting. So we're in uncharted waters. If we look to the left on the charts, there is nothing there. So we have no data to go off. So it's all to play for. You know, but I think when it does do a retest, it's going to be a deep one. Giggity. So yeah, just waiting around at the moment. Don't quite know how to make the streams more exciting. Could either win a lot of money or lose a lot of money. And hopefully the latter. I mean, yeah. Oof. Still haven't woken up yet. Got to get used to these early mornings. So we are just waiting. Hopefully our audio problems are remedies. I did a quick test before going live. Didn't seem too bad. Didn't seem too bad. I We definitely want to go for the 1% trade today, as we did a 0.5 yesterday. So grabbing at least 1% would be fantastic. There is still no sunlight here this morning. I think I need to start waking up even earlier so that I'm fully corpus mentis by the time I hit the stream, because there is not much going on in my head right now. The coffee has not hit the spot quite yet. Usually have about 3 cups. One of these bad boys. No breakfast, just coffee. Get the juices flowing. Bit of nicotine, but I do not condone. It's not good for you. Well, the coffee might be. It would be interesting if we were to break through the levels before the market open. So yeah, about 55 minutes now till the market open. We want to catch some sort of bounce to the downside that flips to the upside. So get some nice rejection in this area here. I kind of treat the markets like a stream or a current in the sea. If you fight against it, you're just going to get puffed out and drown, basically, to put it bluntly. Or blow your account, lose the shirt off your back. This is not what we're in it for. If you go with it, if you can see the direction, when it starts moving, throw a rope on, grab on, and enjoy the ride. But you don't want to follow it over a waterfall. There we go, we've got a candle coming up to the previous all-time high. Now, there's a good chance that we can miss a move, but it's been pretty good at retesting, so even if it bounces above, we might get the opportunity on a retest. But we're not jumping in just for the hell of it. You got to treat this as if it was your real money, with your real wages. So yesterday's stream, 347.41 pence up. That's around $500. Okay, let's see. This could be a move here. Let's see if we can get. We start getting closes on the 5 minute above this level. It's a good indication. Yeah. So looks like moves are already starting to happen. At this stage, I don't want to take anything. could always be a sweep to move down. There's a lot of people out there right now, institutions included, with a lot of profits from this week and last week already. All this. And there are some world tensions at the moment, so they might decide to start locking those profits in. Or at least taking some risk off, which will result in things moving lower. But, as I said previously, the bias, look, we have a 5-minute close above. Let's see if it can stay there. Main confirmations would be a 15-minute close above, a nice 15-minute close above. It's definitely making moves. Let me see if we wick off or not. The day that this pattern change and flips bearish is going to be fantastic for us if we're able to get in at the right spot, because it's going to come tumbling down quite substantially. Could be today, maybe not. Cash is becoming more and more worthless, so people are putting, and institutions are putting all their money into stocks. And just for the people that don't know, the GER40, GER, is a collection of Germany's top 40 stocks. The big boys. Yeah, this is a nice strong candle up on the 15. Based off what's happened previously with these breakouts, after a long range, it does tend to keep moving. I would like to see a slight pullback on the next candle before taking an entry. And we'll probably do a 12.5 lot. If things are looking really Gucci, we could even add a runner, another 5 lot runner, to see if we can catch the whole day's move, which yesterday would have been from here up here. So it's all about managing the risk reward. Slightly under a 1-to-1 yesterday, slightly under. So we want to keep that at 1-to-1 or just over, or anything above. So that we've got a continuation here with no retest so far on the 5-minute. The bigger this candle gets, the more difficult it could be to take an entry, because the risk would be too high. You basically have to scale down your lots if you want to make an entry, because you want to keep your risk low, but then your reward will also be lower. Thanks again to the 2 people in the chat, whoever you are, wherever you are. Welcome, Kimosabi. So we're going to have a close of the 15 minute in the next 30 seconds. And I think it is risky taking a trade off the 15. It's not full confirmation. We might wait. We'll see. We'll see. This could be the retest now, or could just drop straight back into the range. Yeah. Oh look, no, the 15 minutes closed, so let's have a look at a retest. Might take a smaller position. Going to see what happens here. Could just drop straight back into the range, and the 30-minute closes below the range. So, see any psychological barriers here? Yeah, 2005. Yeah, I mean, we're going to take a small position. I'm going to take a 7 lot. Buy once we hit this level here. This is there's a bit of a rejection there. Right. This is a retest. We're going in on a buy. Gonna set our stops at 0.5%. Thereabouts. And we can add to the position or close it out, you know, based on what happens here. As it is a small position, I'll be looking to have this run for quite some time. So I'd be betting that the whole day would be bullish, like the previous day, to catch a big move. But as we can see, we're getting a rejection back into the range. So we did have a close on the 15, but the 30 is not liking it. And the volume is still relatively low. However, it is testing the area, so it's, you know, it is a good sign. And with volume coming into the market with the open, we could look to move forward. But hopefully not too much liquidity is needed to do that, because we'll get stopped out. We don't want to get stopped out. If we get stopped out before the move, bad day. If we do have closes above this area, I'll be looking to add risk. Previous mindsets were looking to pass the evaluations as quickly as possible, but when you really think about it, what is the point in that? That you're being psychologically driven by other things other than the market at that point, and the only thing that should be driving your decisions is the market. Because if you have other factors influencing your decisions, not based on data and what you can see right in front of you at that time, it's no good. No good. So this could have been a little bit of a nice fake out here on the 15. We start having candles close below this area, it's not the best indication, but the market's not open yet, so 40 minutes. My chat isn't working correctly, unfortunately, so I can't see the full messages, which sucks, but hey ho. Start feeling the caffeine starting to kick in now. Coming alive. Look at this big rejection. Big old rejection. I'm actually going to reduce the risk here. I don't like it. I don't like it. Our daily risk for the day is 1%. So if we do lose a trade and only lose 200 there, we have another 500 to play with. So it's not the end of the world if this doesn't go to plan. There's always more opportunity. Time, okay. Let's have a look on the 5. Yeah, we could bounce off this level here. Let's see. So I've been told that, cut the losses and add to winners. And we may be doing that today. So if we get some nice confirmation to the upside, we can add some risk, trail the stops, and go from there. Go from there. See if we can do something with this chat box. It's not playing ball. lost it. I'm just going to get rid of the chat box. For today, anyway. See if we can get a bounce off these levels in the 5 minute. So far, we are in a drawdown. But so far, we've had no real indications on any kind of big reversal on this pair. Sorry, on this collection of stocks. Boom. Boom. But definitely it looks like we're coming back into the range. But we need to wick off this area. We might be able to move back up. Only really matters what the 1 hour candle does. I'm sure I'm contradicting myself constantly. Yeah, we're going to get out of this. Cut the losses. Cut the losses. There might be a better entry coming up. There was a bit of an impulse to see if there was going to be a move before the open. So now what we're looking for, probably, if we have breaks below this level here, I would expect to come back to the line before moving up. So, you know, area of interest for a trade would be somewhere over here for a nice push. But we are wicking off a little bit. So minus 100 so far. Sorry, 100 and about 150. Still gives us some room to play with. So there we go. Okay. See what the 30 minute does. It's about a minute and a half left of this candle. Did make a new high, but I'm expecting a close for it to come down because of the direction that it's been going. I'm very dubious of sales until it breaks below very key levels. So what we can look for now is a nice liquidity hunt. So we've got this level here, and we can go from there. We can go from there. So we've had a candle close bearish on the 30. Social media is so cringe. So cringe. But it is the world we live in. The land of the living. Take off the jacket. As you can see, we also need money for a new chair. Yeah, look, we're stuck in this range, so fake out, stuck in the range. There's probably a big order block up here of sellers, hoping for people to have a bad day on sales. But I bet there's a load of buy orders around this level. So, let's see what we can do. When you're doing impulse entries, it's important to, if it's not going your way, just cut it out. Just cut it. It's not worth it. It either goes or it doesn't. We are wicking off this area here now. So a lot of the time, it will go to test daily highs and daily lows. So you've got to bear those things in mind as well. We've had no retracement on the daily, barely. It was a big day yesterday. Big old candle, big momentum there. As you can see, there's been no real test to the downside. All things to bear in mind. The waiting game, the waiting game. So the 30-minute close didn't close below this level. However, the hourly, which is a better indicator, seems like it's still undecided. You get closes below this range, this trend line here. Oof. Our bias will very quickly change, and we'll be in it for the long haul. Because we haven't had any serious retracements for days. Look at this. Market open in about 25 minutes. Get rid of that. That looks better. There we go. What's happening with Bitcoin? Gold. Forever going higher. Gold to 5,000 soon. Gold to 5,000. Big news on the US market today coming out. Let's see what 15 minutes say. Oh, wonderful. I think it's just started raining. Fantastic. Probably picked the worst ever time to start streaming. This early in the morning. But at the end of the day, the streaming is an extra. Trading is the most important thing. And I like the early morning session based on my back testing. So yeah. All the excitement usually happens in the London session. Big action, big risk. Let's see if this will break below here. If we break the low here, I'd anticipate a drop down to here, at least down to here. I like to have this a little bit. A little bit. $9.40. Hourly is I want to see a nice liquidity grab, at least below this area here, if not down here, before moving forward. Minutes. Some volume will probably start pumping in soon. Approaching an hour on the stream. Went for about 3.5 hours yesterday. First stream, not bad. Not bad innings. Very indecisive candle here. Oh, social media. Big stretch. Lock in. Could be the bottom here. Basically gone up into a smaller range. That's the one here. Welcome to the jungle. Let's see what happens. I still haven't retested on the 4 hour. So there's that as well. You can see the steam that's lost. This is what's been happening. .30 seconds on the 15-minute. We haven't broken below the small range. Can you feel the energy of me today? It's absolutely dire. Dire. Starting to heat up. Too much coffee. Very weak 15-minute candle. Hourly is closing bearish. Oh, interesting. Looks like some volume started to tap in. not wanting to break below here. Previously, what's happened? Interesting. So we held our position. If buts, whens, maybes. If we get this close here, get close above here, then we're going to move up. And taking buys. We're going to go stop loss of 500. I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to let it roll. This is a nice flip here. This is a nice little flip. TP to B. This is our target. And if we get confirmations, we will trail the stops and also add some risk. Okay, we are in. .12 minutes left of this 1 hour candle. So we just want to get a little bit below there. So we lost 150. So we've got, how much is that? 600 stop loss to play with. So what we're going to do, sorry, 550 to play with. So about here. Let's see what happens, guys. Exciting. How exciting. I want this 1 hour to ideally close in the green with a nice little flip. And off we go to the races. Looking for at least a 0.5% win. Just hope we don't have a scenario like this, but we'll see. We shall see. 10 minutes. It's going to be a long 10 minutes. rejection there. Bit of a rejection. The volume is coming. Minutes. And once we get breaks above, we'll add some risk with closes. If it closes above. Horrendous habit. Just going to take this quick opportunity to go to the toilet. We are back. 1 hour candle, about to close. 5 minutes. 1 hourly is flipping green. On my back testing, there is a high probability that if this candle closes green, we will continue up. So the 8 o'clock. So this candle currently, depending on how that closes, can often indicate the direction of the day. So, fingers crossed. That's all you can do. few minutes left. So it's like there's a push to the upside now. When you break these highs, it's another good indicator. About 3.5 minutes. Currently have an open 7 lot. Buys. Back in the day, I always used to look for sells. Such a strange bias, just a pessimistic look, I guess. You know, hoping to catch the big financial crash. That never came. Hopefully it's not today. I haven't looked at the world news. I know there's a lot going on around the world. A lot going on. How it will affect us, we do not know. So it seems to be a little bit of a push to the upside now, which is a nice indicator. If we have a close above this area, especially with the 1 hour here, we're going to add some risk. And move our stops. One and a half minutes. See, this area has already been tested with this retest here, which moved up. So let's see where this closes. Seconds. This is where you're going to see some volume come in. Three seconds, here we go. Could be having a nice sweep here, searching for liquidity to move forward. We have a nice deep one here, and if it flips bullish, then we can take some buys. We want this candle to flip bullish, to go down, seek liquidity, grab it, and then transition back up. Hopefully it doesn't go too deep. You know, in hindsight. A lot of sell pressure going on there. But where are the buy orders? Let's see who wins the day. The Bulls or the Bears? The Bulls or the Bears? So if we do take another position, it will be slightly smaller. 5 lot. Right, 2 minutes in. See what happens. Hopefully we're not going right down for a bounce off the line, because that means we are a little bit cooked. A little bit cooked. We want to see rejections from this area here. We don't want to go all the way down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hopefully this EMA holds 20. Hold the line. Hold the line. First 5-minute candle closing soon. Will it respect? Will it respect the level? Just about. Bouncing off this area now. Can we respect this level? There's a lot of chop here as well. Choppy McChop. see who wins the battle. Scary stuff. Gets the heart pumping. $250 drawdown. So 5 minutes doing. 5-minute blew past that area. But we'll see. We shall see. Still in that range. For now. We have had closes on the 5 below these levels. So you want to start seeing some wicks. We want 15 minutes, ideally close above here. If it doesn't, we could be in trouble. And that's all if I've drawn my lines correctly as well. So I am not a professional at this stage by any means. I make some good ideas sometimes, but consistency is not quite there. Not quite there. It is looking to push down by the looks of things. Oof. Oof. But we shall wait. Could just be in big liquidity grab. So, you can look up little things like historically, what days are bullish. few minutes left here. See what happens. See what happens. Last couple of minutes of the 15-minute candle. Bouncing off the 200 moving average at the moment. We get closes below that. It's might not be a good day. Searching for liquidity, I hope. Hopefully it's not we haven't caught the day where it's going to do the flip. Hopefully not. Okay, 45 seconds left of the 15-minute candle. Okay, that's a close. Didn't close below the 200 EMA though, which is interesting. So let's see what happens next. This is the market opening 15-minute candle. Could be going down to test the previous day lows, which are all the way down here. Not a good time if that happens, but we'll see. We will see. 15-minute is not always the best indicator. So now we're going to move up to the 30. See what happens with that. Simples. Something similar happened yesterday, so I've just got to keep it dialed in, basically. See, on the 30-minute, we're wicking back up now, which is, so look, if we have a 5-minute close up here and continue up, good. Just gotta keep it cool, man. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we got tomorrow. Always got tomorrow, until you don't. The world of contradictions. should be the manipulation here to move up. That's what we're hoping, because we need to be up today. We've actually got to wrap up our upwind to fall in line. In this area here seems to be bouncing. We shall see. We shall see. I think we got in too early today. Anticipating the big push. But you can't win every time. Getting sucked back up into the range now. Which is good for us. Come on, Big G. Don't let me down. Big G, Big G. GER40. Okay, 5-minute close. Where did it close? Close back in the range. Push up now would be nice. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I think this is our lot. Lower risk on this one. We can hold this level. We're good. Could be a horrible decision though. Impulse today. Impulse. Yesterday was very safe. Today is impulse. We want on this 5-minute not to break the lows of the previous 5-minute. We want this candle to flip bullish if we can. Close above here. But we shall see. Could be wrong today. Could be wrong today. High anticipation at the moment. Okay, last 30 seconds of this 5-minute candle. Haven't as yet broken the lows of the previous 5-minute candle. Just trying to wick back into this range up here. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. We do want to break the highs. So it's the last 5 minutes of the 30-minute candle. We want to hold this line here. We need to hold this line. We're having a bad day if we don't hold that line. Could be a very short stream today. But what we do, have a look at the charts, see what happens, see where we've gone wrong, what we can improve on, so we can take that knowledge into the next day. Key point here. These next 3 minutes are important. We want a nice push to the upside. Stay within these levels. Give me a nice big 5-minute engulfing candle and I will be happy. This will be fabulous if on the 1 hour, if this is as far as it's going to go, big if, and then on 1 hour we have a flip. This flip's bullish. Fantastic day ahead, guys. Fantastic day ahead. If not, game over for the day. Come on, give me an engulfing candle. Get on up. Come on, give me a James Brown. Give me a Jimmy B candle. Jimmy B candle incoming. Ooh, breaking highs. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. This is what we wanted to see. Look at this. This is what we wanted to see. This is why higher time frame confirmations are very important. Very important. We're not there yet, but things are changing. Look, in the last, look at that. Look at that pullback. Look at that shooting star candle right there. Closing way back in the range. Not a bad indicator for how things were going. But hopefully we're not tapping this to go down, but we'll see. 30-minute. And now it's down to the hourly. We want this, if this hourly flips bullish, boom, in the money. In the money today, if we do that. So we got our small lot impulse of 5 lot currently in profit. Our 7 lot is still out of pocket. It's definitely something I need to work on, the entries, the entry and the exits. I mean the everything basically, but. You know, if you stare at these candles long enough, things start to make sense a little bit. This is a big change in direction here. Hopefully it's not just a retest to go further down. Which it could be. Could very well be. Because we've had this. We need this candle, 1 hour candle, to flip bullish. That will signal we're in for a good day. If it doesn't, game over. But only for the day. But this liquidity sweep here could be what we were looking for the whole time. Hindsight 2020. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it just pumps. Hence the previous entries. You want to be catching that, but you know, playing it safe even if you don't make a trade on the day because you miss something, that's at least you're not losing. We want to stay away from losing as much as possible. We're already down for the day, about 250 if we closed out all the trades now. Sometimes you got to step back to make a couple of steps forward. Say Confucius, say. Somebody said that sometime. Okay. So we've bounced off the 200 on the 15, gone back up to the, with no wick on the top there, but we did, it's a very, very sensitive situation at the moment. But the fact that we closed back in this range after testing, it's not a bad thing. Big engulfing candle here. Gonna make a pact now. If we get funded, I'm gonna quit the nicotine. Remember yesterday, the volume came in late, very late. Yeah, I think it was about, when did the move start happening? About 10 o'clock UK time. Need a new neck, need a new back, need a new shirt. Look at that. Friggin' holes in my elbows. So you're in a bit of a rut here now. We need the 1 hour to hold. We need it to hold. If the 1 hour doesn't hold, horrendous indication. We didn't get a retest on the 4 hour either of this level. So but sentiment has been very bullish for the last 2 weeks. So until that changes, that's what we're doing. Just the entries could have been wrong. Jumping the gun. It's far from over at the moment. in this range, still in the range. There's an app, I think it's called Bookmap, which shows areas of orders. Could be useful with something like this, because at the moment I'm just predicting, but if you can see it, it's another story. Testing again. We need a rejection of this area. So 4 minutes left on the 15. We needed to close back in the range. Get back in that range, boy. Our stop's pretty tight here. Three minutes. See what the 5 is saying. Need to get up. We need to get back up above these levels. Big anticipation there. Okay, 5 minutes closed, bullish. Barely. We need to break the highs of that candle. It's 15-minute closed. In the range, which is good. New 15-minute candle. The last 15-minute candle didn't break the lows of the previous 15-minute candle, and that candle didn't break the lows of that candle. Seem to be holding on the 200 EMA here, but it's still very, very difficult waters at the moment. The 1 hour. We need the 1 hour to close in that range. If we don't, I think we're gonna go down for a real deep retest over here, which is no good for us because we'll get stopped out. But hey ho, that's how it goes. Just gonna reevaluate, see what happened, see where we can do better next time. This range, still in this range. Approaching 2 hours on the stream. Thank you if anyone's there. If not, all good. We keep it going. Let's pray to the coconut gods, the trading gods, everyone in between. One small losing trade so far, which we got out of early, and currently in drawdown 2 other trades. Key levels are being held at this time, but they are being tested. We're at a key point now. Key point. Looking for a close on the 1 hour. We need a bullish close on the 1 hour. I'm not having a good feeling on this one. I think we're going to go down for a big retest in this area over here. If that happens, fine. It's not the end of the world. Sucks, but if you're a winning trader every day, you're a smarter man than me. very choppy. Choppy, chop, chop. A big push to the upside if we're in with a chance today. Earlier I got sucked in by this move here. Okay, 5 minute just closed, see what happened. Okay. Levels being held for now. Very similar to yesterday. What I learned from this, got in too early yesterday. Did end up being a win, but it did come close to being a loss. Same kind of situation. But I ended up being on the right side of it in the end. But today, confidence is not as high. Not as high today. No siree. A big retracement on the hourly candle in the last 10 minutes would be mega right now. It would be great. Will we get it? Will we get it? If this candle breaks up above here, comes back into this range, wow, then things have changed. But hopefully we're not having a tumble back down to this line. It's what we don't want. Need to get back above these as well. Oh, exciting stuff this morning. Is it the coffee that's making my chest tight, or is it the charts? Probably a mixture of both. See what this 5 minute candle does. Be nice if it closes bullish. Three minutes left. Un, deux, trois. UK time approaching 9 o'clock. My account time is +2 GMT. And then to make things more complicated, German time is so the MT5 is set for 2 hours plus GMT. Germany is 1 hour plus GMT. So we're working with 3 different time zones right now. We need a nice green God candle right now. Come on, greens. Team green, team green. Team bulls, team bulls. So Hopefully the bears are losing steam. Scary red candle. Scary red candle. Not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, 5 minutes left of the hour. It's make or break at the moment. Overall, we're still in this range, which is not ideal. We need to push up. And I think what will happen now is a big dump or a push up. It's a bit of a head and shoulders going on here. We need to break up here. Break up. Break up. Probably don't. Break up. Maybe I should put on makeup. We need this 1 hour candle to keep in this range. If we break below, we're probably going to go, well, yeah, we're going to be testing over here for sure. If we don't, we have a chance to move up. Not a guarantee, but a chance. And at this stage, chances all we need. Again, not professional, just testing strategies at the moment. Trying to manage risk as much as possible to avoid drawdowns. Drawdown's okay, but it's got to be managed. Can't get out of hand. Currently using about 1/3 of margin, so it's not, again, not over leveraging. Okay, 1.5 of the hour candle. Are we going to dump or retrace? Oof. Oof. Oof, the minute chart. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Yeah. told. Okay, this is it now. 10 seconds. It's the 1 hour closed. How do we look? Seem to have held the line, but barely. Absolutely barely. Still in for now. BRB. Okay, back in the way, back in the way. Just have to go and have a little cry, but we're back. Ooh, volume to the upside, interesting. We do a little trendy on the 5. That's what we need to break out of. Yeah, we can get some break. If we get a break out of there, we'll put ourselves in a better position. Back in the range. If we break these lows, I think it's game over for the day. Just gonna manage my stop a bit better here. Keep it tight. 4, 5. So we've lost. Push this to the upside now, or it's done for the day. Break out of here, down and up is what we want to see. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Two hours, 15 minutes into the stream, in a drawdown, one losing trade already, 150 in that losing trade. which is not the end of the world. However, if we do hit the stops with these other trades, we are going to be down about 1%, which will put us about down 0.5% on the account. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Still undecided on what's happening today. The market will tell us soon, I'm sure. It's either pump or it's dump. Look at these doji. Yep. Did we break a 15-minute low? So we haven't broken those lows. See what happens, see what people want to do. Let's check on the trading news. Trading economic. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Yeah, this is. It's going to be. I think we are cooked. We are cooked. Look how close we are to the stop. This is the move down. We're about to be stopped. Yep, one stop. And will we get the other stop? One of our positions has been liquidated. Will the other one follow suit? Came very close. Very close. What's this 5-minute now? Okay. Good. Tapped it exactly. Bing. Our first ever stop loss hit on the channel. Epic. Will we get the second? Yeah, we've broken those lows. I wouldn't be surprised now if we come down to test our trend, our trendy. At least this area here. Hindsight 2020. This was probably the area to buy. You can't win them all, folks. Yesterday was a winner, small winner. Today was small loser, by the looks of things. But not the end of the world. by any means. No revenge trading, no adding more risk. We've moved our stops tighter. It's a close below the previous low, which is no good for us. So I'm expecting this to be hit right now. Yeah, we're going to get liquidated. Goodbye, stop loss. That's why you have them. That's why you have them. So we're going to be probably looking at a 1% loss today. Thereabouts. So the last 5-minute candle with the 15. If that closes, we're going to be closing well below, which indicates a push to the downside to start doing some further tests. But that won't matter to us because we'll be out of here. I was hoping this position would hold, but it's not a clean break on the 1 hour. So I thought we might push back up into the range and start playing around there again, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's not over quite yet. Looks like we're going to take the L. The L. Losing day, losing day. So far, so far. Very close to our stop loss. Very close. Yeah, we've broken the lows there. And that's a wrap, guys. So we're about 0.9% down for the day. So overall on the account now we are down at 0.5%. We took 3 small trades, all buys, but it looks like we're going to go test some deeper levels down below. So on that, thank you for watching.